me saranang anyang, Buddho me saranang warang, Etena sajawachana, Soti me hotu sapata, Nati me saranang anyang, Dhammo me saranang warang, Etena sajawachana, Soti me hotu sapata, Nati me saranang anyang, Saṅghō me saranang warang, Etena sajawachana, Soti me hotu sapata.
Respect Sangha. Good evening. First of all, thank you for a big welcome our team to this town. We are very grateful to be here tonight to share the cold with you all. It's getting cold, right? And I heard it's like 36 tonight. It's a great thing. We have walked for 33 days now, since October 26th to now. Started in Fort Worth, and we just say bye to Texas earlier today. It's a long journey. Texas took us 33 days to get out from Texas, and we still have about 80-something days to 90 days left to Washington, D.C. And the reason why I took on this journey along with the Mahasangha, or Venerable monks, is because we feel like there are so many sufferings around us in our cities, our state, our country, and around the world. I myself that travel to Myanmar, to Sri Lanka, to Vietnam, and I have seen so much suffering, and of course in our country too. So I think that we should do something for our country and the world, to all people. Seeing all human beings are suffering, and all beings are suffering, I feel uneasy. And so I talked with my teacher. His name is Ratanaguna, and he is now at the hospital with my brother monk who got into an accident. He's there now. And I talked with him. I asked for permission. He said, go for it. And then started from there. We reached out to the Venerable monks around in the United States and in Thailand, in Vietnam, to invite Venerable monks to join this journey. And we are very grateful that we got 18 to 20 monks joining this journey. And up until today, we still have 17. And there will be monks from different countries will be joining for a short distance or a couple of weeks on the way. For the last 33 days in Texas, we have received so much love from the communities towards us. It means a lot for us. And that gave us more strength to continue this journey. Even though this journey is a very tough journey, it's not easy at all. And it's uneasy for us to walk along the highway. So there's time that we have to walk into the grass. And earlier today, when sunset, we are very grateful that we get the support from the police officers to escort us here. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night for us as well. But I heard that Louisiana drivers are better than Texas. Why are you laughing? It's not true? Well, regardless, we will continue our walk. Even my brother monk, he's in the hospital. He still cheers and he still encourages us to continue the walk, and he will meet us in Washington, D.C. He's in the hospital, but he's always thinking of this journey, and he dreamt that he walked everywhere. He still wanted to walk. But he will walk with us in spiritually from now. The message that we want to bring to all people, all peace, loving kindness, compassion, and hopefully everyone will live in harmony and unity. This country, the world, will be healed. There will be no peace in this world if every single one of us are not at peace. At least this town, this much of people right now, if we don't have peace, there won't be peace around us. Even in this small town, right? If every one of us live in peace, means when we stay now inside our home, we don't have to be worried about anything. When we drive out there, we don't need to worry about anything. When we go out there and associate with people, we don't need to worry about anything. It's just because there's no peace, that's why we have to be more cautious. We have to worry more and more and more. That's why it creates stress and depression. And nowadays, there are so much people with stress and depression, including teenagers. They are so young, but they still have to go through all that stages. Why is that? It's because too much to worry about. And they're always chasing the outside world. Never look within. It's very rare in our life that we actually spend more time to look within. We always look without. And we think that there's something out there that will make us happy, bring us peace. That's why we're chasing for it. We have two bodies. Physical body, spiritual body. We have spent so much time in our life to take care of this outer body. I have to wear fancy, nice clothes. I have to have a fancy house, nice car. I have to do this and do that to make me look beautiful nice and neat. I have to eat this kind of food that will help me healthier. We spend in so much time in our life doing this, just for this outside body, physical body, which impermanent. It is impermanent. It will change. It changes every single moment. We just don't notice that. And soon, we all have to die. Right? Nobody can live forever. But we still trying to taking care of it so good. But we left our inner body, which is the spiritual body, die each and every day. It's dying. And it's been dying for so long. But we didn't notice that. What I want to tell you is, because of this materialities, this outer body, we want to achieve for this one. We want to take really good care of this body. That's why we try hard to achieve this and that, to fulfill this body. But the inner body, which is the mind, we never take a moment to look within, to live with that, to live with this present moment, here and now. That is the mind's food. Knowledge. Mindfulness. That is the food for the mind. But we didn't feed it. We feed only for this body. So if we know that we need to feed both bodies, then that will make it balanced. And then when life throwing lemons at us, we won't be suffered that much. Because we have a stronger mind. Right now we have a super weak mind. Anything happen around us, we always react. Because our mind is very weak. Protective. Always trying to protect. That's why when something happens, we react. The more we react, the more we suffer. So we, as a Buddhist monk, we practice mindfulness. We practice and we feed our mind with foods, which is practicing mindfulness meditation. To live at this present moment right here and right now. All of us, we live with the past. And of course, the past is a history already. No one can change. But we still digging into it, live with it. And when our minds have nothing to do, we always dig into the past, get all those bad habits out, and then chewing over and over again. That's why we are suffering. Just one thing, when people make us mad, we can remember that for the rest of our life. But one thing that can help us to stay with this present moment right here and right now, which is mindfulness. It took us years to practice, but we always forget. Just practice, and then we don't see the result, we quit very easily. But when somebody make you mad, you remember until the day that we die. How terrible it is. That's why we live with the past. We don't want to let it go. Because when we let it go, we have nothing else to hold. That's why we feel unsafe. And so for us to live mindfully, for us to live at this present moment, is to practice mindfulness, breathe in and breathe out. when we can come back straight here to our breath, seeing it going in and out, that is right now, and this right here and right now, this present moment. We don't need to suffer with the past. We don't need to chase the future. Then that is present moment. That is what we need. That is food for our mind. And if we keep doing that, keep practice diligently day after day like that, we have a super strong mind. When things come, we don't react that easily. We just seeing things as it is. We just hearing things, sound as it is. We don't react. For right now, we react. Right? Let's say if I make that noise and we all shake. We shook. Right? But if we stable with our mind, we won't be able to easily to stand up for that. Not that easy if we have a strong mind. So we are walking to bring the awareness of peace. And peace, of course, we need to pause for a moment. We need to stop for a moment. We need to look within. We need to be more caution, awareness. That is when peace comes. And everywhere we go, we share this message, mindfulness. When we can practice mindfulness like that, peace automatically comes to ourselves, to us, inside of us. And then when we have that peace, we can share it, we can give it to our family members, to our neighbors, to our small town, to our city, state, and the country and the whole world. Same thing as when we walk like this, people give us a lot of water. And in order for them to give us water, they have to have a bottle of water in their hand, right? If I say, I want to give you this bottle of water, but I don't have it, then how can I give? Same thing as peace. I want people to have peace, but I'm not at peace. How can I give? Right? So on each and every step that the monks at us walking, we are mindful with our steps. Mindful when we eat, mindful when we talk, mindful when we see in things, mindful when we walk, like that. That's how we build peace for ourselves. And then once we are at peace, we can share it to the people that we meet along the road. And right now. And if we all can do this, if we all can practice like that, like this, I truly believe that we have a beautiful world. We don't need to fight for it. Peace will automatically come when we all live at peace like that. And of course, compassion, loving kindness is a must that we need. We do need those. Because of all that division, all that separate, all that things that this is mine, that is yours. I don't want you to touch mine, I don't want you to touch this and that. Things like that, so much ego in this world, in this our mind, that cause so much suffering for people around us, even in our small family. So we have to be very mindful. Okay? Today, we are very grateful that we can stay here, and then we be able to share our message. And I hope that this message will benefit all of you. And to practice, Venerable he already shared how to practice mindfulness meditation, right? So just try that at home every day. Morning time, lunch time, and night time. during your work day, every 1 hour of work, spend 1 minute to 3 minutes, close your eyes, breathe in and out for 1 to 3 minutes, then come back to your work. And then another hour, take 1 to 3 minutes, do the same. Then within 8 hours working per day, you at least have 8 to 10 minutes of meditation. When you washing dishes, when you eat, when you listen, when you read, when you walk, just one task at a time. Not multitask. Don't eat and listening to music. Don't eat and watching TV. We need to change. Otherwise, we always got sidetracked. No concentration at all. That is why the kids right now, they cannot study. Very difficult because sidetracked. And plus now they can use AI to do the work. They don't need to use this anymore. So more sidetrack, right? So we need to change our daily life routine. One task at a time. Otherwise, it's going to be worse. No peace. Peace will begin from right there. And every morning, that the message that I already spread it out there, already shared. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Either you write it out and then read it out loud. Read it over and over, read it out loud. Or memorize it, but repeat it over and over. Today is going to be my peaceful day. When you wake up, just repeat that statement. To be sure that you understand and you know and you make a statement for yourself that today have to be a peaceful day. No matter what happened, it's going to be my peaceful day. No one can ruin my day. You have to make that statement, to make that determination, strong determination for yourself. What's going on today, that won't happen, that won't bother me, that won't ruin my day. You have to remember that and do that. Then that is your peaceful day. Can we do that? Today is going to be my peaceful day. And thank you so much that I know that today is Thanksgiving Day, night, but you actually spend time to come here and celebrate Thanksgiving with us. That is very meaningful. Come here to listen to our chanting, meditation, and our sharing right now. And I hope everyone will be happy, peaceful, and well. And all the merits that we have cultivated since day one until now, we would love to share it all to you and your family members and all people in this country and around the world. And of course, we would love to share that this merit to our country in Vietnam as well. We have so much flooded come in one after another, and people are suffering so much in Vietnam right now. That's my country, by the way. And so thank you so much for coming tonight. And thank you for all those firelocks wood that will keep us warm tonight, because me and him will stay outside with Aloka. You met Aloka already. He's very tired. So when he comes to a rest place, he just pass out like that. So any question? You're not cold. Really?
part is, when was the last time that you honestly got mad? When was the last time that you actually got mad? That would almost deter your mind from peacefulness. And I'm curious to know if that happened, and what it was that made you.
Okay. So all of us will have all that madness, all that thing. Nobody can escape. Okay. The difference is, for the person who have practiced mindfulness, the more they practice, when things come, when somebody saying something, or when you run into problem and you get mad, the person without practicing, it will carry on days after days, month after months, and years after years. They still get mad when they think about that, right? The person who practice, it will cut it shorter, half. The person practice more, maybe 3 days. The person who practiced diligently, maybe 1 day or 1 night. The person who practices really, really good, within like that, he sees right away, and that stops. When we walk like this, there are people shout at us, using bad words on us, and we just smile. And we say, may you be well, happy, and peaceful. Why? Because we want to share this message, right? There's nothing to be mad about, because they don't understand. That's why. So all of us will be, we have bad days and good days, but depends, we know how to manage it or not. If we practice mindfulness, then it's very easy for us to manage. Otherwise, today isn't our peaceful day at all. Okay.
So I'm Buddhism, and talking about practice, anger. We all have that within us, and when someone hurt us, say something toward you, about you, behind your back, and you felt like you wanted to react back. I once was taught by a monk that told me, before you said those words back, flash back at them, are they even worth it for you to talk back or say back? So I have, in the last couple of years, I have, when you diary, many of us write diary, or people write diaries. You write things that you felt. Sometimes when I get really angry at something, I type it out in my phone. And after I type it, I don't send it to those people. I let it sit there for days, and I rethink, are they even worth it for me to even send those messages out? And then days later, I was like, you know what? They're not even worth it. I deleted them out of my life. That was my way of pushing negative things out away from me, instead of react back, because in the end, if that's how they feel about you, or they wanted to make people think like that about you, there's nothing you can do to change. And the people that believe it, they really don't know you. So that's my way.
One thing that I would share, usually when I'm not happy, I don't talk to people. I don't share. Because what we share, tomorrow, maybe the whole world would know. Okay, so always keep it with you. But instead, go talk with wind. The wind just keep flying, pushing. It won't stop because we sad, because we mad, because we throw in so much thing into the wind. But it's still doing this job. It's just flying, pushing, just like that. Whatever we want to say, tell the wind, just take it away from us. And I talk with the wind after that. Done. That is my way to get out of that stage of mind sometimes. But like I said, if we are mindful enough, we don't need to take longer to clear our mind, to stop that thinking, that mad mind stage.
I wanted to know, how did in Buddhism, how did the world come to be? Is there a creator in the belief of Buddhism?
In Buddhism, the Buddha not allow us to talk about that creator. So we're not going to talk about it.
Thank you.
Because we don't have that knowledge. Any more questions? If not, then I think that's it for tonight. And tomorrow we will get up at 4, wrapping up. And then 5, we will do the praying and meditation. And then 5:30, we have a light breakfast. And then 6, we will leave.
What's your next stop?
The next stop. I'm looking at her because she look for this next stop. Then none she holding the phone right now.
So I read that Buddhism isn't a religion you convert to, but more something that you practice. How would you recommend someone wanting to learn more about Buddhism, like how to start?
We as Buddhist monk, when we walk like this, we travel like this, we are not trying to convert anyone, and we just share our message. Same thing as our Buddha, he said, after listening to his teachings, don't believe in it yet, and just hold on into it. Bring it into practicing. After we practice and we see the results, that is when you can decide to follow or not, to practice or not, continue or not. And so, all these that I have shared earlier, it's not just for Buddhists. It's for all human beings. It's because this is something that we all have and we all need. So just start with the mindfulness meditation. And if you want to go deeper into it, then of course there will be, you need to have a guider, someone to guide you to practice diligently. And there are books online that now you can read about it. But for the basics, these are the basics things that we need to. And of course the precept as well. But let's not go there for now.
What does meditation look like for you?
Meditation look like, I don't know how it looked like. Basically, if we practice to be mindful on our speech, our action, our thoughts, our thinking, that's what we are practicing. And of course, every day we have to deal with a lot of things in our life. And so there will be a good days and bad days with all that thoughts, all that speech, and all that action. A person who practicing meditation, we can manage all those easier than the one who not, right? And I believe that the more we practice, the more pure our mind is, and that we will live with less suffering. How come you're not cold? I'm curious. Seriously. Tell us the secret. No? She don't want to share her secret. For most of us, there are monks from Thai, from Vietnam. Here is not that cold. So for the winter here is going to be a challenge for us.
How? No, go ahead.
As you get into more place, are you supposed to learn more of the weather? Because like some of the monks from, in Asia, with summer year round.
Here we have thermos. We try to bundle up. Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how.
How would you describe Buddhism to somebody who doesn't know anything about it?
Buddhism is not a religion. Right? Buddhism is something that the Buddha taught us just to live and to practice to liberate all the suffering. And so if one that is not know anything about Buddhism, that's why when she asks, I don't want to talk about it too much. We just want to talk about the things that easier, that most people, all type of people can practice, which is mindfulness, loving kindness, and compassion that all of us has with it. We have them all. Just that most of the people, they don't know how to start with. And so when we walk like this, we always wanted to share that. And then if they're curious about it, they're more than welcome to start learning into it, just like her. And she's been following us for a couple of days, weeks now. And so I think that is something that has touched her. Definitely she can learn something out from it, right? Buddhism is not a religious, but it's really big topic to talk about. Yeah. Mindfulness is what I always wanted to share.
What do you think whenever you're walking? What do you think when you're walking?
What do I think when I'm walking? Nothing. Basically, I shared yesterday as well. When we walk, we are mindful. We walk with on each and every step that we make. Either we apply mindfulness on our step, like up, forward, down, touch, or the breathing. So for myself, I do the breathing when I walk, except the time where I have to talk. I have to look for traffic or people greeting us. Then those are the times that I have to switch the concentration to. But other than that, it would stick right here.
Thank you very, very much. I hope you all have a good night.